Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I'm an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. Make sure to check in the description notes below the video. There'll be a little thing to click to say see more to find out about all of my shenanigans online, including how to get my patterns for yourself to knit up, how to join the Watch Barbara Knit Facebook group, how to get my merchandise, and how to support me on Patreon. And today there will be links to the Indie Designer Gift Along because it is time for the Gift Along. I'm going to talk a bit more about the Gift Along after I talk about the reason why you're really here, which is the big sale. So I participate with the Gift Along. I have participated every single year, and a big part of the Gift Along is the sale that all of the designers put on. And what it is each of the participating designers in the Gift Along put a select number of their patterns on sale for 25% off. And this is Ravelry based. The whole thing is Ravelry based. I do have a non-Ravelry option for those who want the discount but don't use Ravelry, and we'll definitely get into that too. So what it is so it's not completely overwhelming for people to look at all the patterns, because they're around somewhere between 240 and 250 designers participating, and each of them have put around 15 patterns on sale. So that is a lot of patterns to look through. So I have selected 15 of my patterns, and all of them are on sale for 25% off using the coupon code GIFTALONG2021, GIFTALONG 2021. Okay. Now, if you want to use a non-Ravelry resource, you can use PayHip. There will be links below to all of that. Or if you go on my website and click like add to cart or buy on my website, that will route you through PayHip, and that code is HOLIDAY 2021, HOLIDAY 2021. I will have put both of those up. It's all lowercase. Now the Gift Along code works for any of the patterns that are on sale from any of the designers. Over 240 designers participating. The Holiday 2021 only works for my patterns on my PayHip store. Here is a picture. This is the collage that I made of all of the patterns that I have on sale. They're on sale right now, and the sale period ends. You know what? I wrote it down and then I closed my notebook because apparently I'm a silly person. So the sale ends Monday, the 29th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. This curl is gonna just go crazy. So the sale is on right now. You can click over and look at any of the patterns and get those on sale. But you need to do it. The sale ends again on Monday, the 29th of November at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so my 15 patterns, I wanted to pick out a mix of patterns that are definitely, so the whole idea of the Gift Along is to give y'all discounts on patterns that you might want to make as gifts for your holiday crafting plans. Particularly, I only do knit, but there are crochet designers participating as well if you are a crocheter. And the idea is patterns that you might gift, things that can be fast, things that can be easy, things that are unisex, are really appealing to a wide variety of people, or you can gift something to yourself. We don't have a problem with that. If it's something that you've been wanting to knit, or a pattern that you've been eyeballing, or just something you come across and discover and you're like, oh, I need that, you can totally make a gift for yourself. So I have a mix of easy, fast patterns and just fun, beautiful patterns and everything. So I'm going to start in the upper left-hand corner is a good scarf. A good scarf is a unisex reversible DK weight scarf that it just is incredibly flexible, incredibly easy to knit. It is literally the easiest thing I've ever designed. The pattern is one row, okay? The instructions are one row. I will link in the description notes below where you can find out more about it. You need 2 skeins of DK weight, about 240 yards a skein. So you're looking at about just under 500 yards to knit this scarf. And I tell you, it knits up very fast. It gets on a size 7 needle. The next pattern is Ring the Gack. This again is a unisex piece. It is a cowl in worsted weight. It's actually a cowlet. It's one of those ones you cast on in the round and it has increases down the center. So you know how you take a triangular shawl and like wear it like a bandana? Well, this is a piece that's made just to look like that you don't have to fuss with wrapping or anything. It just has that point in the front, and this uses 1 skein of worsted weight, so this one can definitely be knit up very quickly. The yarn I used was Malabrigo Rios, but it will work in all kinds of worsted weight yarns. The next pattern is Golden Lion Throne. This is my very first mosaic and lace pattern. It is complicated. This is not going to be one of those fast and easy things that you get done by the holidays, but it might be a treat for yourself. Then the next one on the top row is I Can't Control My Brain, which is a super easy, it's just knits and purls to make a really stretchy hat. The pattern comes in a whole range of sizes. You can make a kid's hat or all the way up to an adult's hat. It's super stretchy, super squishy. You make a big fold up brim for it, and it is, look at this girl. He's not behaving. So that one is great. Another hat is on the next row, the pink one, that's Brocatel. And that is a slip stitch mosaic hat. Again, hats are super fast to make really great gifts. This one has a fun pom-pom that you can make. It's in the more Aran weight yarn. Takes 2 skeins because you need 2 colors. Cloupidie, this is the first time it has been on sale since the release. It's never been in the gift along before. This is a great scarf that would make a great gift, very unisex. The next one is our Gyroneta, and it is a 1 skein fingering weight shawl with lace on the top. You could, if you're a shawl knitter, you could get this done super fast. And then we have I Can't Control My Fingers, which is the fingerless mid pattern that matches I Can't Control My Brain. It has variants where you can do a short, you can see the picture, you can do it short with a folded cuff at the hands. You could do short, you can do a long gauntlet folded cuff. You can mix that one up. Again, it's a very flexible pattern, very unisex. Irulan is the blue one with the diamonds. That again is a 1 skein shawl, fingering weight. You can knit it very quickly. It's a super elegant shawl, and if you have a man in your life that wears or would wear a shawl, it definitely is not girly by any sense. It's got very angular lace lines, but also incredibly elegant on a woman or a non-binary person. This is a very flexible shawl, and I think the geometric elements of it really make it very agender. So it would be a fun one. The next beside Irulan is a matching hat. It is the hat that matches a good scarf. Again, super easy, DK weight, 1 skein, actually less than 1 skein, so you could get that one done fast. Then you have my logo. It says Barbara Benson Designs. It just is a placeholder so that all the squares mapped out correctly. Next to that is Confundo. Confundo takes 3 skeins, about 200 yards each of DK weight yarn. You get a very large shawl, but since it's DK weight on a size 9 needle, it does not take as long as you would think to knit. So this would be a nice one to knit up if you want to gift a shawl or make a shawl for yourself. I definitely think you could get this one done by the holidays. It was designed to use the Miss Babs Yowza minis, which are about 200 yards a skein. You need 3 contrasting colors. And isn't my mom adorable? She's my model. She's in that picture and the Gyroneta picture. Bottom row, we've got the Spaghetto Mitts. Mitts are fast. I mean, they're small and they're fast. This one looks like Fair Isle, but is actually slip stitch style color work. It's single rounds and you're only working with 1 strand of yarn around. You're not carrying anything along. And these are fingering weight. You need about 50 grams of each skein. Oh, people, this curl, he's not behaving. And I just love these mitts. They're fun to knit, very nice and warm. I did them in a cashmere blend yarn that is just delicious, but it will work in just about any fingering weight yarn that has a little bloom, a little fuzz to it. Next to that is Unheeded Warnings. This is another Mosaic slip stitch style piece that has a little bit of lace in it in those vertical stripes. You need 2 skeins, about 400 yards each of fingering weight in a high contrast. Depending on how fast of a knitter you are, this may or may not be something doable by the holidays, but it could be one just to treat yourself. I wanted to throw in, I have one pair of socks that I've designed. Those are the Sandpiper Socks. It's the only pair I've designed, but they're fun. It takes 2 colors. It's striped. You can't really tell it's striped, but it was specifically designed to break up super, super crazy variegation in a yarn. So one stripe is like yellow and blue and all these bright colors, and the other stripe is green. And so it stripes in and it looks really cool. It has a slip stitch and lifted stitch motif in it. And finally, you have An Uffish Thought. That is the one in the corner with the green. She's wearing it bandana style. Again, it is a 1 skein fingering weight shawl, something that most shawl knitters can get done in the time we have. Now, that one specifically and our Gyroneta, the blue one, both of those, if you want to make them bigger, you could totally make them bigger. It's designed to work with 1 skein, but if you have 2 skeins, you can just keep on knitting because they're the kind that start in the upper corner and just get bigger and bigger and bigger to a long bind off. Those are the 15 patterns that I have on sale right now. You can go grab them right now through Monday, which is the 29th. You can do a little online shopping and get some plans made. Now, the gift along. The gift along is an event, I think this is the 8th or the 9th year. I'm not really sure. I have been participating every year. And the idea of it is that, you know, there's a lot of big companies out there and a lot of big brands out there. And the Indie Designer Gift Along was a way for independent designers to kind of pool our resources. And we're all little voices, but if all of us little voices raise our voices together, then maybe we can get heard in all of this advertising nuttiness around the holidays and help promote each other and help lift each other up. And at the same time, help crafters find new to them designers and find projects that they can, you know, make for their holidays, for their loved ones, for themselves, and just have a lot of fun while they're doing it. The sale only lasts a week, but the gift along lasts all the way to December 31st at midnight. Okay, we are here to cheer you on and to try to help you finish. He's just misbehaving. I don't know what to do with him. Just to really have a lot of fun. So what it is you go to Ravelry, there'll be a link below, and each all the patterns are broken down into categories. I think there are 8 different categories. Like there's a shawl category. Then there's anything that goes on your neck except shawls category. So that's scarves, cowls, things like that. There's a hat category. There's a baby category. There's a toy category. There's a sweater category. You know, garments. There are different categories. There are 8 different categories. Yes. And each one has their separate knit along thread. You can participate in one thread. You can participate in all of the threads. And what you do is you go in there and you post and say, this is the pattern that I'm going to make by this participating designer. And we all cheer you along and your name gets put on a list. And then when you finish it, you post a picture of it finished. And we all go, yay, good job. And it gets marked off as done on the list. And then There will be a finished object thread. That's a no chat thread. You can chat your little hearts out in the individual knit along threads, but the finished object thread is a no chat thread. You just go in and you say, I finished this, and you post your picture. And the reason why it's no chat is because at the end of the gift along, that is the thread where all of the prize winners are selected from. If you finish something and you enter it, then you are entered for a prize in the gift along. And there are pattern prizes, there are like yarn prizes, there are like things that have to be mailed to you kind of prizes that are in there, and there are hundreds of prizes. Every designer donates 6 free pattern codes, and those are given out all throughout the event. There are games that you can play where it's there's so much going on. So if you like participating in knit-alongs and you like doing that kind of thing, I highly encourage you to check out the Indie Designer Gift Along. I have done videos on the different things that happen there over the years, so I will put links in the description note below to a lot of those things, like how to search for patterns among the participating designers, how to make your pattern page, how to participate. Now, as I said, I know not everyone can participate on Ravelry, so the sale is also available through PayHip, through my personal sales site. And if you don't want to participate on Ravelry, you can always come over to the Watch Barbara Knit Facebook group, and we will have an ongoing gift along chatter going on where people can share what they've done and what they've worked on. And there is a Indie Designer gift along presence on Instagram, which I will put a link to, where you can follow on that social. So whatever your social media of choice, you can participate and play along and have fun so that we can support you in your holiday crafting endeavors, because it is so much fun to make things for the people that you care about and love. So that is the sale and the Indie Designer Gift Along. If you have more questions about it, I don't want this video to get too long, so definitely ask in the comments below and I will do my best to respond, or come over to the Watch Barbara Knit Facebook group, ask more questions, I'll answer them. Or, of course, jump over to Ravelry to the Indie Designer Gift Along, and there are all kinds of frequently asked questions threads and the rules threads and all the details about what you do to participate. It is a lot of fun, and I hope you join me. Or, if knit-alongs aren't your thing, but you want to take advantage of the sale, please do. Okay, this girl. Y'all, I'm almost going to cut it off, but then it would look ridiculous. So, my curly hair people out there, do you ever get just one renegade that will not do what you want it to do? Because that's what I'm dealing with right now. And now it looks ridiculous. Oh, come on. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, click that like button. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel and select notifications. Thank you so much.